The thing you do obsessively between age 13 and 18, that's the thing you have the most chance of being world class at.
Yeah.
Bill said his one thing was coding. What was your one obsessive
Well,
thing?
I was pretty interested in investments. No, Bill and I, his father, many years ago, right after we met, had us a group of about 20 write down on a sheet of paper one word that they thought accounted for their success. And Bill and I, who may only met twice, didn't know what the other one was writing down. We both wrote down the same word, which was focus. And he was focused on software, I was focused on investments. And it gave me a big advantage to start very young. There's no question about it.
Just say no. Just say no. Just say no. Is all you got to do. Because I know after watching that clip, the first logical question that should have came to your mind, if you're looking at a video of Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, describing a conversation that he had with Bill Gates, another one of the richest men in the world, and both of them simultaneously say that the one word, if they could say any word that describes how they got to their level of success, was focus. Logically, your brain should have went, well, how do I focus? How do I do that? Since that's the number one, how do I do that? And I started the video by me just saying, just say no. You know, and it's not a drug commercial or a sobriety commercial or a commercial that we used to see as kids about don't do drugs. I'm saying just say no to anything that's not your goal. Yes, it's Monday. I'm outside the Starbucks. We're doing a little work. It's Motivation Monday. If any of y'all, if you're new to the channel, this is what we do on Monday. We give y'all a little spark on the doing what you need to do in life, right? So this is me doing what I need to do in life, putting my message out there into the world. So the way to just say no is to first know what you want. It sounds so simplistic, but how many of us can truly say or can truly observe society and be like, man, this person knows exactly what they want in life. This person knows exactly what they want in life. This person knows exactly what they want in life. And in my opinion, the reason why a lot of us don't know what we want is because we filled with so much distractions. You know, maybe in a past life, maybe 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 years ago, people knew what they want and it wasn't just obtainable because, you know, there was too many systems and bureaucracy and, a lot of shit set up to where people couldn't succeed. But we live in a society nowadays that, the information is at our fingertips. Anything's possible. You could record videos like this every day for a year and maybe blow up. Maybe not. Maybe it take 2 years. Maybe it take 10 years. But you could do what you want to do in life. But a lot of people don't even decide what it is they want. And it's like with so many possibilities, with so many things that's possible, with you can literally achieve any goal or result that you want in life. So many people don't. And the question I have is why? And it goes back to not knowing what you want. And let's tie this all together because I got 3 points I want to hit. One is not knowing what you want. So know what you want first, because we're talking about focus here. How do you focus? How do you do the number one thing that some of the most successful people in the world say that you should do? Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, right? How do you do this? You know what you want first of all, and then you say no to everything else. But the way that you do that, so this is where I sum it all together. The reason I feel like a lot of people, one, don't know what they want, and two, don't say no to the things that they don't want, is because of low self-esteem, low confidence, a lowliness view upon oneself. Let's keep it moving, because I like to move around when I'm making these videos. It keeps me in state. And, it takes a level of self-confidence to do this. Like I said, bro, I'm outside the Starbucks right now. And, there could be people watching me through the mirror. There could be people driving by and watching me. Anything could be happening right now to where I start to get in my head about, I shouldn't be making this video, or, I should be nervous, whatever, lies we tell ourselves, right? But I've gotten to this point in my life to where I could say that I feel good about myself, so I don't need their approval. And I think the way that you cultivate confidence, the way that you cultivate a higher self-esteem is through awareness. And self-awareness is one of the greatest, but not just self-awareness, awareness of the world, awareness of society. If I know that 90% of people who I'm walking by who could be judging me, who could be looking at me, or 9 times out of 10, they probably not even looking at me. If I know that 9 times out of 10, they not looking at me, And 9 times out of 10, if somebody's judging me, that means they judge themselves and they're not probably chasing after their own dreams. Then why should I care? And that's the view of, you know, the most successful people on the planet. Like if you study success like I do, if you look at success like I do, like Shorty was just looking at me in the car. But you know, if you pay attention to these things like I tend to do, you know that, you know, to become a Elon Musk, to become a Warren Buffett, to become a Bill Gates, to become a Kanye West, to become a Michael Jordan, to become a Kobe Bryant, to become any of these people that we look up to, that, you know, people in society idolize, it takes that level of not giving a fuck, and that level can only come through self-confidence, self-esteem, and feeling good about oneself. Now, usually self-esteem is going to be built in your early years. It's going to be built from the ages of 7 to 8 years old, right? How your parents talk to you as a child is usually how you're going to feel about yourself as an adult. So I can say that, yes, I was blessed to have good parents to where they spoke good things into my life to where now I have higher self-esteem based on that, right? But I won't say it just comes from them. And a lot of it had to do with, one, cultivating awareness of the world and myself, what my gifts are, what my strengths are, what my weaknesses are, and different things of that nature. And it also comes from putting in the work on myself. You know, I heard one of my mentors, Andy Elliott, shout out to Andy, I heard him say that in one of his interviews that confidence comes from competence. So basically, like, you'll be, he said it in a more sales context. This is a sales trainer, Andy Elliott. Y'all might have seen him on YouTube. But, you know, he said that in the video, in a sales context, when you're selling something, you have to have that belief in the product and belief in yourself and belief in your team. And the way that you have that self-belief or the knowledge or the product belief is through competence, through knowing what the fuck you're talking about. Because if you don't know what you're talking about, then you're not going to be confident. Now, this could apply in a sales context, but this could also apply just in your life. If you know that you're fucking up on a daily basis, if you know that you're not going to the gym, if you know that you're not doing your skincare, if you know that you're not eating healthy, if you know that you're not putting in the work at work, if you know that you're not giving it 110% on the court every day, then it's going to be hard to cultivate that self-confidence. So yes, it's a mental thing. Yes, it's a mental framework. Yes, it's a belief system, but that belief can be strengthened by the work. Because if you think about a Bill Gates, if you think about a Elon Musk, if you think about a Michael Jordan, these people also are the hardest workers in the gym. You know, these people put the most work in. These people have a confidence that's not a delusion, but built off of the effort that you put in when no one's looking. So I hope this is making sense. You know, I don't want to be all over in this video, but the moral of the story is we need to focus. So to backtrack, know what you want. And the best way to know what you want is look at, you know, if I think I'm gonna add the whole clip. So you probably seen that they was talking about, Bill Gates said that easiest way to know is what was you doing every day from 13 to 18. You know, what was some of the things that you were most interested in when you were a kid? You know, I knew I was in the right field. I knew I was doing the right things when I looked at this paper I wrote when I was 10 years old. I might post a picture on it in this video. But I wrote this paper when I was 10 years old. And on the paper, I wrote, I want to be known as somebody who gives 110% on the court. I want to be a lifelong athlete. And I want to be a superstar salesman. I want to be a superstar salesman. And I want people to know how dedicated I am to sales. Now, little did I know I didn't even understand what that was at the time. I don't even know where that came from. So that's how I knew I was in the right thing. Now, through more awareness, through more diving into the world of sales, I realize it's really a love for communication and influential communication. Like how words can be used to influence behavior. Like that's an incredible skill, and that's an incredible thing to master. So, you know, that's kind of where I'm at, you know, with my stuff. And that's where I've been, you know, focused at since obviously 10 years old. That's what I wrote down. That's what I've been doing. So to cultivate influential communication, That's it for me, right? But what is it for you? You know, go back into your life and view what you've done. I also put lifelong athlete. That's why I work out so much. That's why I train, because I view myself as a lifelong athlete. I gotta post a picture though, so I'm gonna do that for y'all. But 2, you know, say no to everything else. Now this is where a lot of people fall short. That's the focus. That's what focus is. You know, you can know what you want, but if you don't say no to everything else, you're not focused. You're distracted. So I can say honestly that, you know, that's probably been a downfall. A lot of things in my life is getting distracted. Oh, girls. Oh, parties. Oh, drugs. Oh, fun, pleasure. All this different shit that society's gonna throw at you. You have to say no to that, and that requires a tremendous amount of willpower. But it also requires a tremendous amount of confidence and self-belief. Because if you know what you're doing is right, if you know that you're on the right path, if you know that this is what I want, this is what I'm after, this is what I'm chasing, you should have no problem saying no to anything else. But we be wanting to fit in, we be wanting pleasure, we don't be wanting to put in the work, we don't be wanting to be disciplined, we don't want to go through the temporary discomfort. So that's where we have to go back to, what is it I want, and why do I want that thing? Is it because I love it? Is it because it's gonna help me impact society? Is it gonna like what's your why? So I do it for impact. I hope this impact is you today. If you like the video, comment what you want to see next. And I'll catch you all in the next vid. Peace.